Okay, we're live. Matt, how you doing?
Good. I apologize. I'm not constipated. I really want to get some sun. Not looking pale like you today. So I want to ride my bike. So what are you gonna
I
do?
am looking pale, aren't I? I got to get out and get some sun.
Well, the
Uh,
munchers were pale. You look a little off. It's okay.
Thanks, Matt. Having a little problem connecting live feed here, but there we go. Nope, it's live. All right, we're live. So, Matt, what's up, buddy? We got NBA playoffs, man. Looking
Yeah, I just
forward.
want to say I'm really excited to be here. It's kind of I'm trying to branch out and some. I love talking to all you people in Discord. I'm a little bit about me. I really wanted to be a sportscaster. I want to be Al Michaels. I want to be Bob Costas when I grew up. I think a lot of
A
people
little
did.
Marv.
Well, Marv's. I don't like to wear a hat and do strange things to women, but no, I do. But we'll talk about that in another podcast.
With
Um,
consent. With consent.
but I talk. As I'm sure you'll understand, I talk too fast. I mumble. So I'm into writing, and I've been lucky enough to be in the sports realm, so I really can't complain. But I love what you do. I wish I could do this or talk the questions. I kind of got to be the other person, I guess.
Love what I do. What is that?
No,
Host
you're a very good
wearable
host.
podcast and
You kind of have the talent to kind of manage. You talk to people. You don't talk fast, or I might swear or say something anytime soon. So
politically incorrect, maybe, or something like
right,
that.
I might do that.
Yeah. You know what? You know what we should do here? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create
I think you do something
like a flashcard. So here we're going to have a safe word just in case you start saying something that shouldn't be said out there.
Macaroni,
How about this? Arugula.
arugula. I haven't had
kind of,
arugula in a long time. I don't. That's a good safe word.
It was written twice as nice, but I think you'll be all right, though. We'll be all right. As long as we stay out of the current world affairs other than the sports world. We
Yeah, you don't want to give me no there. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Bitcoin. All I care about.
Well, you may need it, yeah, with the gas prices and all that. Maybe a sound investment right now. Anyway, so all right, so we got the playoffs coming up. One thing we learned last night was the Orlando Magic suck, and are they going to continue to do so? Do they have any chance, even though they're playing at home versus the Hornets? What are we thinking?
Well, first of all, I'm not the one to ask. I lived in Orlando for a year, and Lake Eola is a wonderful place. It feels like a trap spot for the Hornets. I mean, the biggest game in 15 years, and I mean, Jordan was still the owner, I think, or he might have been with the Wizards. I don't even know, but he was still the owner. And should LaMelo Ball have suspended? Absolutely, he should have been suspended. But we'll not talk about that. The Magic are very good at home this year, but I don't really care about that. I'm not going to bet it. I killed the Warriors. That was nice. It was fun to see Steph Curry. Who doesn't want to see Steph Curry again? Do we think
it wasn't his first rodeo either? He knows what he's doing. So
yeah. Steph Curry ruined basketball. Just to be clear, basketball these days is a bunch of 6'10" guys shooting 27-foot 3-pointers. So I was 6'3" in college, and I was kind of tall. He'd post up. What's a post up now? I think it's like I don't know. It's like a meat stick. I don't even know what it is. It's like something you get in a Brazilian restaurant.
7'3", yeah.
It's just I don't recognize the NBA anymore. Honestly, it's a bunch of 3-point shooters and it's like whatever. But my only NBA opinion. In fact, I'm going to read you something right now if you don't mind.
Yeah,
it's regular season net rating.
Okay.
9 NBA champions this century ranked first in the league in the category, including the past two. Okay. And since 2000, again, this century, teams that have ranked in the top 4 net rating have won their first round series 81.8% of the time.
81.8?
Yeah. So basically, just, I'm not going to go through I'm not going to do all your numbers for you, and you can look it up. But,
so
Thunder.
Wait, so what you're saying is don't bet against the Thunder.
Right. Or the Celtics.
Or the South.
Actually, I think the Pistons are overrated. Cade can just come back. I think they might win round 1, but I don't think they're going anywhere. You got to learn. At least, I hate this. I hate these old school stuff. Like, I'm talking old school.
Okay.
I grew up in '80. I grew up with the Bulls. I grew up with the Pistons, Bulls. I'm a little older than you. You have to learn your way up, I guess. So they say. And the Pistons are just, they're not going to go any further. So Anyway,
they're not going to
pick
get. They're not going to get past the Celtics. That's for sure. I mean,
and by the way, you cannot pick a Western Conference team to win the NBA title. It'd be stupid because you got to be, in theory.
It's a lot tough.
The Thunder got so lucky when the Nuggets won that last day, because now they would have had to play, in theory, Jokic and Wembanyama to get there. Now they only have to face one of them. So that was the biggest. I mean, remember they were like Nuggets were like plus 16. They were resting everybody in San Antonio. So that was one of the biggest. People don't realize it. And then Magic.
And then they won too, though, which is crazy. But
that changed everything. So in my opinion, I would not bet a West team to win it all, only simply because it's be hard to get there. So
you don't think it's already preordained for the Thunder to repeat?
Oh no, I would pick Boston.
Yeah. I feel it.
They have an easy first round game. Done. They're in. And then 2-3, the Knicks. The Knicks might lose the Hawks. So no, they're in the conference finals, and then Pistons.
Not worried about the Knicks at all. No. Not worried about the Cavaliers, to be honest. They're just not. I mean, sure they could put up 140 points, no problem, but they can also get 100. Yeah, exactly. So that's the issue there. It's funny. I actually put out the Celtics plus 200 to finish second in the East. That was great. I just got paid on that, actually. So, yeah, that was cool. Thought they were going to catch the Pistons probably, especially with Cade going down. I think you meant
the Irish Soccer League. I think you got the wrong futures wager, but we can talk about that.
The wrong Celtics?
So I think you got the wrong
Celtics. Man. Damn. No. All right. So let me ask you a question. You said something about bullpen earlier when we were talking before we That's it. That's the I got to put the.
Yeah, we're going to refer to that as
I got to put the card up.
We can call them relievers or those other people that don't start. Today was amazing.
Okay. What happened?
Max freed up 3-2 the Angels, but Aaron Boone does not trust him. I'm sorry, he did not trust his relievers. He was spent, but he left him out there smashed. The Yankees might have the worst bullpen, at least I've seen this decade. I'm not a historian, I don't know, but I'll read the New York Post around and tell you about that if I get some stats. And then
not the best,
the Tigers were way down, rallied, so that was good for me. And then the Rangers went way back. They were going like seesaw. Sacramento went up, and then they gave a 4 in the top of the ninth. It was one of the weirdest afternoons. I guess my point is, there's always a lull. There's I've been doing really. If you guys look at my SportsLine record, I'm killing moneyline favorites, but I think the lull's coming. I think the first you kind of seeing some weird stuff happening now, and there's about a couple per each half. And I'll admit I have not been good at that. I'm always a moneyline favorite guy, but I played the Tigers moneyline dogs today, so I'm trying to learn, when the lull comes, and that's when you start hammering the dogs. So I think it might be coming. Right now.
I thought it was here last week, honestly. Thursday and Friday, it was 80% of the games were going under. So I thought the offense was slowing. I'm the season just came. Everyone's hitting like fire. And then this weekend, it was 80% went over. It was crazy. Right. So definitely hasn't happened yet. I'm losing lighting here. I'm trying to figure it out. So getting a little dark and light, or do you see that there on your side there, Matt?
Actually, you look like Bill Cosby now. Is that supposed to happen?
Wow, we're just bringing up all the
Jello. So that's
we're bringing up Marv Albert and Bill Cosby. It's just going to be one of those.
Coming out off to a good start.
Trying to think who else we could throw in that mix.
I was going
to say Epstein, but I'm not going to go that far. So we're going to stay away from politics tonight. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, no, I expect.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
So the Pirates today, the Pirates game, the Nationals. I threw $30 just to for myself. Put first 5 under 4.5, all the way into the 5th inning, 0-0, and then it was, I believe, 10 total runs by the end of the 5th. So
isn't that funny that NRFI is just bad? I love NRFI. I wish that's my number one bet. I wish, other than -1, on baseball. I love NRFI. I love it.
You love those -1s.
I do.
So,
Because I mean, it's like you're kind of covered. Yeah, I'm a very conservative bettor. It's like you're covered. If you don't get, you push. It took me a long time to accept push.
Hey, nothing wrong with the push. I'll be honest with you. That's it's like a half victory for me. No, actually, she said you have to.
Right.
But so
we just lost the women viewers. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I had many to begin with, so we'll be all right. But come back, ladies, come back. So the Timberwolves. Let's talk about the Timberwolves. I like them +6. They're going to win a couple games in Denver. So it's just a question of when. And I think why not get one of them out of the way right up front? It happened multiple times last season in the playoffs. The underdog, no one thought it would happen. First game, they win. So that's where I'm going with that.
I will say one thing. Ant is going to be very, very mad that he got denied that 65-game All-NBA. It would cost him a few $1 million when Cade Cunningham and Luka got it. So I would expect Ant. I would go over Ant points. He's going to be pissed.
He's going to be playing with some.
He's going to be going
fever.
Outrageous. So I haven't looked at the number yet, but actually most playoff numbers because they don't have the full board yet. But that's one thing I want to tell people on CBS SportsLine. Sometimes I'll throw things. I go offshore a lot, because offshore goes first, and I'm from offshore, so I look at a lot of stuff like that. But and sometimes I'll post these CBS parlays, and they're kind of have to start it offshore. Then I'll fix some, USA sports. But all lines are the same. Offshores set the line, so we're clear. But
first, right?
Reasons, we want to only use American lines that people can see. So that's all I'm saying.
Those parlays, by the way, in that newsletter, a couple people actually reached out to me, and they're like, "Oh, I've been taking Sevy's parlays; they've been hitting." So good stuff.
Unfortunately, I haven't this week, but I've been doing pretty well. I've not been doing well this week. I won't lie. The Yankees cost me today. I won't lie.
Yeah. Well, if I had $1 for every time I said those words, the Yankees cost me.
I'm on CBS Sports betting too. I'm kind of stretched out now. They don't really have me do kind of a both thing. SportsLine, I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate, but it's kind of like a migration away. Like sports, again, I'm just speculating 100% me here. No saying anything. Obviously it's becoming more because SportsLine was the betting site, and then CBS was kind of now it's become so big, it's kind of become like this thing, So I'm not sure it's going to work, but I think you can tell more things are going to CBS, which it should be. I mean, that's the main site, so.
Yeah, like the SportsLine app should be in the CBS app.
And I believe that it will be. I'm not to speak. It's way above my pay grade. So I believe that will happen.
Let's everyone out there, anyone listening, we should all start a petition. Let's get it done. And no tanking in the NBA. That was the other petition we were going to start. So some sort of they have to be penalized in some sort of way.
This was the least interested I've ever been in an NBA season in my life. Not just a fan, but better. And again, I mentioned this on SportsLine. Mike Barner, who's been killing it on props, but he and I are a little bit tight. But he's like, I can't bet a side. Can you? I'm like, no. I'm good for you for killing props, but I won't. I like a few props once here and there, but I can't bet a side, and it's just been terrible.
It's almost comical to a point. I try to tell people ask, they're like, what do you mean? What's up with the NBA? I'm like, look, I have to show them the list of the outs and the game time GTDs, it's insane. I mean, some of them were 20 members long. It's crazy. It really was. Yeah.
Oh, the last Sunday I copied the RotoWire. I like it. It's just easy to read, It was literally about 170 people long. It's even some guys I never heard of. I thought were dead. I thought they were in the Iran war. They were on the injury list. I think Pete Hegseth was on the list. I'm like,
nice.
I was like, it was crazy. Just everyone was ruled out. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Guessing, but
reserve the right to play whomever. That's what I should just say. That's pretty much where it's at, I feel like. But I think everyone's going to play in the playoffs, so I'm checking right now. So forgive me, by the way, guys. I'm grabbing my phone because I'm trying to check some lines live for us. One thing I wanted to ask you, since you got that hat on,
You mind if I say one thing? I'd like to talk NHL for a minute.
Go for it, please.
Yeah, just I don't really have a lot of futures opinion on NHL because it's just anything can happen. Hot goalie gets, but unders, I will be playing so many under 7s. Now I'm gonna have to push it up. You will not get many high scoring games in the NHL playoffs.
In the NHL playoffs,
push a few times, 3-3 tie, but that will be my number one play.
When do they start?
I'll have to jump it up, but what's that?
When do they start?
Saturday.
Okay. And Edmonton got in? Forgive my ignorance. I'm not.
Well, actually the game tonight, which was my parlay on CBS, Edmonton regulation and under 8:45. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. So assuming, got you.
But defense wins, and everything's different in the NHL playoffs. You don't get 6-5. You go. I mean, there'll be occasional one, but it's like 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. So, but unfortunately, the books do know that. So,
well, and one thing too, it's different NBA. So scoring, except for a couple playing games, we're going to see a much slower paced games. Lower scores.
Yep.
And one thing I found, the first 4 playing games, rebound overs. So if you look at the percent,
team total or just a certain guy, or
no, just for props.
Okay.
So I'm trying to pull up one right now. So
you mean because so many missed shots,
or they were just hustling a little more than usual, and they were going up again.
Yep.
Yeah, I had Edgecombe a little bit of a ladder over 5.5 and over 6.5, and I think he ended up getting a double, which was plus 600 to start the game. But you know what I mean, for the rookie to get, I think he got 12 rebounds. He's a point guard too, which is crazy. So, you know, they're just actually putting in effort now. Throughout the season, the lines were pretty low, especially compared to last year. So it's just they've kept them that low, and assuming they're going to go under, like points more often will go under in the playoffs. But
right,
yeah. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and anyone who's watching.
I'm an under player anyway, but yeah, playoffs definitely an under player.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't work on the Warriors, as you said, but
yeah, and then the overtime game and the Miami game, but can't do anything about OT, baby. You know.
That's what I told Reed. I mean, Aaron's been like one of the best NBA guys that we started Discord, so I cannot recommend following him more.
Thank you.
Hoping to get him on our site. Absolutely.
Yeah, and also anyone who's not following Matt, they should follow Matt as well.
I'm the sort of CBS expert. You know.
Yes, I actually have it titled there. So
I'm sort of getting colonoscopy next month, but yeah, we'll talk about that later.
You're sort of going to cancel it, but not really.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to cancel
it. 9 out of 10. No, Matt, you're great. Really, it's an honor. It's a pleasure to talk to you and have you on. I appreciate it. And anyone who's watching, we're going to do this a lot. I'm going to have Matt on here. Yep, she's in the other room. Wanted to say hi. Hold on a second. Elise.
Bad.
I'm just going to scream. Elise.
You guys don't know, Elite. Aaron has a very attractive and sports knowledgeable sister.
Hi. Hey, you can't be seen. You gotta come over here.
I gotta come.
Yeah.
Hi.
So here.
Whoa.
Pull your seat up.
Was something.
What happened?
Hi.
Hi, Elise.
How are you? Can you hear?
Yeah.
There we go. Hi, everybody. This is Elise. Elise, we're live, just so you know.
Okay.
So Matt wanted to say hi. So
just move Aaron's face out of there, would you?
Yeah, probably do a little bit.
Out.
Is she in there? Are you in there? Where are you? Yeah, there you go.
You guys look nothing like. So she got the looks.
Hi.
Yeah.
Got the headphones.
I got something. Yeah, exactly. The headphone and the laptop. I got the laptop, a cat, and the headphones. Lisa's awesome though. She helps support in any way she can. She designed the set back here, as you see that she moved the couch into place.
Yeah, it's looking good.
You know, no one has a rock fireplace in Ocala, Florida, but hey, we'll go with it.
Hey, we were the first. Okay, so we're trailblazers, trendsetters.
Literally, trailblazers.
So how do you feel? Oh, speaking of Trailblazers, how do you feel about the Blazers?
Let's hear Elise.
No, that she doesn't know the Blazers. So
I know the
who do we like? Who do we like for?
What is Elise's specialty?
Can't hear what they're saying.
Who's your favorite team? She can't hear you, unfortunately, because of the headset. You know what? Here, I'm
The
going to give her the
Lakers.
headset.
Wait.
No, the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know that Luka's injured, right?
Yeah.
And she
I wouldn't
said,
give her the
yeah.
headset. I may say something pretty uncomfortable. So
Okay, we'll keep it PG then.
Okay.
So he said he doesn't want. Yeah, we're going to keep it sports related.
Sports
Only.
related.
So he was totally kidding. It was a flattering compliment. I feel like I'm translating. I got to translate
you
because
Matt.
gotta translate Sevy to
Yeah.
Elise talk.
To be able to speak Severance, you have to.
You know, that's
It's a 3-hour course on Wednesdays.
Sure.
that you can
every
take.
girlfriend or wife in my life has said that, Aaron. That's very funny you said that.
That you speak your own language.
Uh-huh.
I just have to kind of like sort out the nonsense from the truth. I'm just a kid at heart, you know.
Yeah, but aren't we all? Aren't we all? But okay, so who we got in the playoffs this weekend? We got the Timberwolves, the Nuggets. I believe the Lakers play as well, but Luka will not be playing.
Yeah, but I still like the Lakers.
You still like the Lakers, okay? So LeBron's gonna have a night. They're playing the Rockets. So who do you think?
The Lakers are Lakers.
She said the Lakers are Lakers.
No.
But okay, listen.
No.
I love
Lucas
you. We're
in
gonna.
Spain
Yeah.
getting like some kind of spermination therapy. And
Yeah, what is that? Like, who
He
flies
was
to
like-
Europe for hamstring? So, did you hear about that?
No.
He went to Europe to get some sort of technique for his hamstring injury. Like, it's
Oh.
gonna magically
he's got,
be
like,
better.
some kind of
Some
Then if-
people.
little fishies in
Yeah.
his arm or something, or his hamstring. It is some weird. I think they did leech in Spain. Who knows? I'm sure there's like some.
They bleed on like the 10th century.
There's some rice and hot beans on it.
But listen, at least we'll have you back on, and I'll get you a microphone
Okay,
because
yeah.
we're like translating, so it's weird.
Yeah, at
That's
least-
weird, right? Okay.
Matt says goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Tell me
So yeah, she's a huge Laker fan, so she loves Luka.
I guess I figured. Could she name 2 Lakers?
Elise, can you name 2 Lakers?
3. I take that
We
3.
just- yeah, because we just named 2. What are the other one? Luka.
Kurt
Yeah,
Rambis.
she said LeBron
Rambis.
and Luka. But yeah, she passes for now. We'll say, okay, so we're staying away from the Knicks, but I will be honest with you. Don't love the Hawks in this situation going into MSG. So what do you think of that? I wanted to ask you.
I like Knicks in 7.
6
But
Knicks
again, I
and
need a
7.
reason to not pick a home team. I mean,
I
I think
well,
everybody's
that's-
followed me. I just like I'm evolving a little bit. I'm trying not to, but again, my thought is that if a home team gets down, they can rally. If a visiting team gets down, they cannot rally. You know, everything's against them. So, but I've been thinking like college basketball, I got slaughtered this year. I won't lie.
Did
Because
you?
I thought, home team, well, you're used to the rims, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm thinking now, they're just with their girlfriends, they're upset, they're talking about class. But yet people on the road are just, okay, we're all business. I'm literally going to start thinking completely different next college basketball season. But again, I need a reason not to bet a home team. So,
yeah. And you could, I think you should start thinking differently anyway in general, Matt. So that's good.
My wife and mother and everyone has told me that. So,
Been telling you that for years, probably, right?
I mean, I'm wearing a skirt. So, is that a problem? Should I change that? Or
You said it was a kilt, so it's
I
okay.
did say, well, it's skirtish kilt.
It's a
Kiltish.
no, but college basketball, I'll be honest with you, I just started capping that myself this season.
I wouldn't recommend.
Well, I love the fact that these kids play, unlike the NBA.
But the thing is, you don't know. It's just the worst sport. It's just not, because it takes, at least me, it takes like at least 30 minutes, like a one game. In the pros, I kind of know what's happening. Maybe 15, 10 minutes. I can just, okay, he's out. Let's take the trend, boom, boom, boom. I don't really look what people are doing, but then, okay. College football isn't like that.
Yeah.
But the one good thing I say, they're doing injury reports, so we're getting there. But I just, remember, like the best college season I ever had was COVID. Because there's one, I won't say who was on the air, but if people ask me, I'll tell them. I'm sure they all know who followed college basketball. Like, there was like this injury report. He would hit it every single minute within out, 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 out. And he would do it. Now, I don't know if people know this. Our deadline at SportsLine is 30 minutes.
30 minutes for the game, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's, because we used to have a very slow kind of turnover. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but so, it's hard. It really upsets when I see, okay, well, crap. Like the other day, I think I posted some on Discord. I think Otani was ruled out as a batter.
Okay.
So,
I saw that.
Under 4.5 in the first 5. That did win. So, it's hard for me not to post on the site. You don't want recognition. You want people to see it. But there's so many people in Discord, including you. That's how I met you. So, we're trying to learn how to do the live. I wish we had a live blog on site, but we're not there yet. But so that's what I'm trying to do.
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
Good.
It's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, it'd be like a little ticker, Ovechkin, out tonight, or LeBron, or over under. It'd be really fun, but again, that's way, way, way above my pay grade. So I'm just happy to be, with them. So
that's a great idea.
Yep, let's do it.
And we should do. And you posted that in your chat as well, right? About.
Can I tell you the truth? Actually, I just saw online that sportsticker.com is for sale, so maybe we should buy it. True story.
Wait, I'm losing you a little bit. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You went off from I'm here.
Matt, can you hear me?
I can. Yep.
Matt, freeze on.
I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Still there? You can hear me?
I can. You're back.
I don't know why it's freezing. Hold on 1 second, buddy. Oh, that might be our cue, actually, because I can't refresh.
I just thought you said super glue or something.
Damn, I started to hear.
I think your counter is
something about a stripper, and then all of a sudden it went out again. My 64 RAM, my Nintendo 64.
I had a counter 64. I mean,
I'm not getting everything you're hearing.
I'd love to have one right now. What was your first video game system?
Remember 007 Bullseye?
Oh, hell yeah.
I think it was the 64.
Dig Dug?
No. Super Nintendo. No. What am I saying? Like 94. It was like 94. I'm old too, but you don't even know. Don't let the beautiful head of hair to fool you, which is filled in, by the way. What happened?
I mean, I didn't have a lot of money when I grew up, but the one thing I had video games to keep video games was I think that's why I like sports. I used to play sports games. That's all I play, and television. I used to play with my
Madden,
feet against myself. I'd play my feet. So my feet would usually win, which tells a lot about me. I must not be very good, but I'm just.
I'm sorry. Whoa.
What was your?
I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that sentence in my life. My feet used to win. I think that was the first.
I used to beat myself, my feet, in television and football. That sounds.
Bro,
really,
we should put that.
Weird, I mean that non-sexually in every possible.
Do you still have that talent? Because we should just live stream that. Probably,
Dude, I could barely,
Matt playing his feet.
I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I thought it was a good thing, and I can kind of, again, I was 14,
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
No one wants to see my hooks. Trust me.
That's some ambidextric, whatever. I didn't even say the word right, but that's some talent right there, bro. Really is.
And I'm looking television. Honestly, that's another thing you asked me about how I got in this field. I grew up playing these games. It was sports, and we have a lot of money, but my parents always make sure I had a nice gift for Christmas, and I would just sit up in my room and play sports games, and
Oh yeah, bro.
You like the Al Michael or whatever the day,
I probably played 1,000 hours of Madden. Probably at least, So I'm right there with you. Believe me. I'm not that coordinated when it comes to, especially hand and foot.
You can't throw
hand and foot coordination. Yeah, but I'm great. I'm actually great. I played, myself. I prefer to actually play outside. So
do you have an Oculus?
My nickname was Dan Marino, so that just shows you.
Well, I think that's because you like to spike the ball on the ground because you weren't very good.
Yeah, that's it, basically, exactly. So I would do a lot of whining and crying if I'd lose. So that's why they called me Marino. But
my name was Deborah Gibson. I don't know why. I'm not going to go there. I'd rather not know why.
I was just, it's funny. I just looked up. We were looking up.
I was always
Elise actually has a Ozzie Smith Hall of Fame signed jersey. It's like
Really?
a numbered,
That's money.
yeah. So we were talking about, the most famous St. Louis Cardinals. So Bob Gibson came up. So it's funny.
Yeah.
We just were looking at that. That's funny.
She still has it?
Gibson. Yeah. So actually, she gave it to me. Actually, it was really cool. So she actually was wearing it at one point. She didn't realize someone gave it to her. So yeah, right. I'm like, this is an actual certified
she
autograph.
went to like Coachella. Coachella. That's how uncool I am. Coachella. I'm so out of it, man.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Ozzie Smith, signed Hall of Fame sure worth probably $5,000. Let's go.
I think it's a couple $100, but yeah. No. I know. Yeah, she definitely was a no, but we hung it up for her. So
for her,
I had Laureano with the Padres right now. Guy's on fire. So I'm checking.
I played the Padres at 1.5. That's another thing I want to tell people is like who follow me. I think they know this. I'm a -1 guy. I am not playing plus 1.5. These stupid numbers. And again, I don't want to rip our site because I love our site. I'm so happy, but we're new, so we're limited. I mean, if you watch VSN or any other site, there's only so many bets you can. There's so many. If you go to bet, you can bet hundreds and thousands of anything, any game. There's only so many things any site can have. But there's
a lot.
So I just want everything. Anytime you guys see something, I'm doing it like over 150. I'm playing -1. That's just what I'm doing. So.
Unfortunately, I live in Florida, as you do.
You mean both? You're about what?
Yeah,
300 miles north.
Right around there. Actually, a little closer, but I think it's like 250, 230. But can't take Hard Rock doesn't offer them, man. Yeah. It's crazy. So you got to go offshore.
Yep.
Exactly. And for you kids at home, we're not recommending that you go download an offshore. No.
I don't. But care. I mean. At this point,
no, of course, yeah. Hey, because honestly, yeah, it's ridiculous that I can't get a -1. But I love -1 in baseball, +1 exactly. In worst case scenario, well, not worst case scenario, but sometimes you get a push, but that's not a terrible thing in my mind. So
that took me a year. It took it's funny. It's funny, Aaron. Actually, that's how I got into soccer because I started to learn that a push is okay.
Yeah.
It's better not to lose, and if I can throw like something big, like my favorite play of the NHL season the other day, the Blues -1. The Penguins just set everybody. Granted, the Blues didn't care either, and they were down like 4-0, and they still won 75.
Yeah,
covered. So like stuff like that, it's like you're so covered. It's basically a draw no bet.
Yeah. So. Exactly.
I think draw no bet's one of the greatest inventions ever. I love it.
It's like the hit run. Over 1.5 hits run RBIs. You get a couple. You get more than one option. So that's always great. Because you need a little help sometimes, right? Nothing wrong with that. I love lines like that. Yeah, draw no bet. It's anything with a little bit of help. Because let's be honest, it can be hard sometimes. So why not? But I recommend those to everyone. Draw no bets. HRVI. Great bets. Anything you get a little bit of help. What was it the other day? Oh yeah, or a first 5 baseball instead of taking spread. If you take the money line, if you get a good price,
I may start
you get a push. Yeah, you can get a push there. Or I'm sorry. So what I want to say, don't take the money line because if you take the -0.5,
you lose.
I mean, if they win anyway, they're gonna win by at least 1. You would win anyway. So the only thing you would be missing is the push there. So. But it's funny. I was just thinking about that. So there's some good advice.
There are some. If you dig deep, there are some ways to kind of. It just. I'm not even gonna pretend I know them all, and I don't. I don't think anyone knows them all. It's just possible. It's good to have a math background. I'm a decent math person, so I like when I do my newsletter parlays every day. I'm like, okay, how do I figure this out? Yeah, okay. What numbers? Is it sometimes it's easy? 2 -250 plays. Boom. Let's just take it. Boom. So. Sometimes you gotta go alternate 2.5s and blah blah blah. It's just because I'm a conservative better. I'd rather win at +100 than try some random plus 185. Although I did play Warriors the other night.
Of course.
That's
Even a nice negative 120 or negative 130. I mean, if it's something I feel absolutely solid on, and I don't even look at the odds twice. I really don't. Yeah, because if it's gonna win, it's gonna win. If it's gonna lose, some guys try to get so creative with that, Matt. They're like, well, it's plus 114, and yours is only plus, even money 100. It's like,
well, actually, one thing I will say, I will admit, I've been a little rigid on the you got to win, because that's how I was raised. My dad was hard. In sport, you win. And I'll admit, for a long time, I'm about. Oh, that's why I play so many money lines. I'm like, either you're going to win or lose. Just tell me. And I'm okay. I usually win when I lose, but I'm starting to see now it's just not the case. There's value or not. I'm trying to change. It's like. It's like, I'm sure you had a grandfather who, he probably made cottage cheese when you're 8 and you don't like cottage cheese anymore. Well, sometimes I don't like betting 180 money lines. I'd rather I'll take the plus 100 and a half instead of, But again,
I've been doing a lot more lately. I'm not going to lie. That's I really have to. I put out plus 110 today and 2 plus 120s yesterday, for example.
Oh, they do?
They call you. They do. They really do. It's like, well, I can just do. If they're gonna do this, I can just do this, and then it's plus money. It's tempting. It is, of course. But when it comes down to it,
my Kings bet right now.
What is it? Yeah, I keep looking at mine, bro.
Kings bet right now.
What do you got? What do you got out still?
The Kings have to win tonight to possibly clinch a
the
second
Kings
seed in the Pacific.
I got you. What's up with? Let me ask you. So you're a hockey guy. What's up with these scores, man? The past couple of years, like you said, under sevens. But we've been seeing
No.
Football scores.
The past couple of days.
Couple seasons.
Because
did I say days?
Because all these guys are throwing out there, they don't care. They're flying. They're hitting and flying. Because, when people don't care, they're playing, third string goalies, like tonight in Calgary, they're playing a guy I'd never even heard of, and I just kind of for a living. They're just flying around. It's like letting rookies fly, shoot. They don't care about defense, puck check. They're just going to go. So again, I'm not a hockey. I played some pond hockey many years, a little bit of high school, very briefly, but I just played in Michigan with my friends, so that's all I know. But
my uncle, my mother's sister's husband, actually worked for the Oilers for several years. He was
nice.
A scout.
And he was,
actually, I was born in Edmonton. So
nice.
Yeah, it's to
Ice
say.
is going to be in your back door by about 5 minutes, probably. Ice, get it? Get the metaphor, ice.
Yeah, since we're talking about ice, yeah. Actually, don't say that. It's a bad word around here. No, I'm kidding. We're illegal. Don't worry. I was actually 60. I was 64 days old when we came. So I was this big. So, what was I going to say though? Edmonton, that's a hockey town, man. So.
That's what I'm rooting for. I love Edmonton. I'm rooting for an Edmonton Montreal final. That would be
okay.
Cool.
Because
I would love that.
As long as it's not Edmonton, Florida again, that would be great. That was ridiculous. Like
I said before, I think my number one thing is I saw that I was at the Cubs. I wasn't there, but I was outside. I was Game 6. I won that Game 7, and but I want to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game 7, they win the Stanley Cup. I'll be outside. I'll probably have so much Labatt's and poutine and whatever else they have up there. I'll just die there on the floor. I'll be okay. I would love to be in that party. That's my last sports party. That's it.
Okay.
Leafs win the cup.
That's your version of heaven, huh? Pretty much.
I've seen the Cubs, I've seen the Bears, I've seen in my life I've seen all my teams. So now I want to see the Leafs. Because that matters more to that city or country than anything I like. So,
well, yeah, just to bring a cup back to Canada in general.
1967 or something like that. Yeah.
What, for Toronto?
Yeah.
Toronto. Okay. Yeah. But even for
team active. Yeah.
Even for when's the last time a Canadian team's won the cup? I think it's been
1993.
93? Okay, wow. Yeah, that's
Gretzky.
That was like Lindros.
Montreal.
Years, remember? Was it Montreal? Okay.
Montreal and Gretzky, if I believe.
Yeah.
believe it,
They beat. Yeah, that was Messier was on the team, right? The Oilers.
No,
Yeah.
Gretzky was Gretzky's Kings. I don't remember.
Oh, it was
Patrick
Kings.
Waugh.
Okay.
Patrick Waugh was the main guy that year. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. I was young, but I remember ROY. I'm like, he's the rookie of the year. That's how
Yep.
that's how they spell it for younger guys. They're like, what the hell is he talking about? ROY. But yeah, Patrick Waugh. Those were good times. Hockey was different back then. That's what I was saying. The scores back then were 2-1, 3-1, So now I look and, some of these games are over 16, 17 points in a game. It's like, whoa, it's crazy. But it's just like the NBA. Like you said, the styles changed completely. So they got guys, running down right to the net and just kick the ball back out and, take a three instead. That, like you said, you would never see that before. So I imagine that makes sense.
Steph Curry ruined the NBA. Yeah, in a good way.
He changed it. I'll give you that much, 100%.
He ruined the NBA.
Yeah.
Everyone's just drop back threes now.
That's all it is. It's important.
I mean, again, I'm not criticizing. He's awesome. It's so amazing. He broke the NBA. He did it.
With all the injuries this year, I don't know if you noticed. I mean, I think kind of if I'm going to actually pull up the stats, but the past few weeks, right, leading it to the end of the season, we were seeing a lot less of 3-point shooting. I don't know if of course, some games, like there were certain games, but overall, I'm going to see if I can find the numbers on that. But, because a lot of the top stars were out. So we were seeing a lot of guys actually take it to the hole themselves and more so than, but yeah, I miss those days for sure. It's different, it's different. So, but that's actually a line I like a lot is Nate Breeze. You can kind of track a guy what he's doing, like when he's in a certain city, when he's playing a certain team on the road or at home. Those are actually, I like those. They're dependable lines. So you mentioned props. So I like them. I like the three shooting, but you're right. It definitely changed the face of the game. That's for sure.
So you're from Canada. Have you ever been to a Vancouver Grizzlies game? That's my question. Do you know who the big Brian?
Yeah, before they went.
The Big Mountain. Do you remember him?
Why does that ring a bell? Damn.
Come on now. He was one of your biggest players for the while.
Yeah. No.
He was awful.
Who is it?
Yeah,
awful Canadian basketball players. There's
it's like that
long list of that.
White guy who was terrible. My mind's going. I'm like,
yeah.
Brian, he was terrible. You guys had Steve Francis and some other guys.
You know what? Wow. Okay. We've been talking for a while here, Matt, but I'm having fun, bros.
It's fun. We'll do it again next week.
Are. Yeah. Okay. You want to do this again next week for sure? Everyone out there?
That is, I could be fired. I might have just made fun of everyone from, I don't know, Queen Margaret to, is Queen Margaret still alive? Queen Elizabeth? Who's queen now?
I don't think there's any. I think, yeah, right. Marco, she's up there and somewhere. I think she's like top, 200.
I don't care about the
in succession, but yeah, it's actually king. But there is a queen. He's married to.
Camille.
Wow. Camille, yes, thank you. And Charles.
I know that. I
Chucky.
Really said I know that. Just because I watched The Crown, I guess. I do like The Crown.
I'm glad you said it because I've actually seen all those, all 3 seasons so far. I think there's 4.
How many?
You said it first.
6, bro.
Is there really? Okay.
They go right up to the Diana.
Yeah. I just saw the one. Yeah. Well, I saw Diana and the one with Prince.
Great show.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go. That's our cue for sure. We're talking about British royalty and it's time to go.
That's definitely a cue.
All right, listen. Honestly, Matt, thanks so much. All right, this was great. Had a lot of fun. Whoever's watching, and yeah, let's do this next week.
Try to get the sunburn on my face, would you?
Yeah, you'll be tan next week. I'll get a tan too, so I'm a little pale. So we'll look better next week, guys. Anyone who's watching, come see us again. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm posting something. I'm going to post my actual picks. Matt has his picks up on SportsLine, of course, and in the Discord, the SportsLine Discord. So if you're not a member, exactly. Or if you just, want to learn
I
a
was
little
going to
more
say,
about
reach
sports.
out. I want to be one of those. That's why I didn't know Aaron until a couple months ago, and I really enjoy meeting him. And he wants to reach out and talk to me. In my opinion, I'm honestly, Aaron, I don't think I'm any better than you or anybody else. I get paid to do this full time, and I'm sure you'd
So-
be just as good if you're. I just I have been doing this for a long time, and I kind of totally self-deprecate myself, but it's just math and trends and stuff. If you have the time,
It does take the time. It does take a lot
Take
of
some
time.
time.
And if I was gonna honestly, if someone asked me like, is this something I should get into? That's the number one thing I tell them, Matt. If you don't have the time, don't do it. So
And please, Vinny, don't put them in journalism. Absolutely. Do not do that. Mistake.
Exactly. All right, Matt.
Cheers, bud. Of
Thanks again, brother. We'll talk
course.
soon.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Right.
Hey, Elise.